Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Casper. Casper the Friendly Ghost, she is one of my top tier holders. In fact, she is my number one holder in my crypto portfolio. This is one of my, I would say, most anticipated assets. I am anticipating an incredible year ahead for Casper, and I just cannot wait to see all of the things unfold. Yes, I am still underwater in this investment. I told you guys about that. I am totally sitting stable, totally fine. I am not freaking out. I'm not, worried at all. I'm not upset. And I say this with the most sincere side that I could possibly give you guys. It's just the idea that I'm not worried at all on the price action, especially if we are talking about the yearly chart. I mean, we are at levels, all right, currently, if we're talking about the level that we're at now, we are at levels that we've seen back in July. We are testing massive support going back to actually August, sorry, not July. But we are testing massive support going all the way back to August. Now, if these levels don't hold, yeah, is it going to be pretty rough? I mean, it's going to be a little concerning because then we kind of go back down all the way to the July levels at about like 5.5 cents almost. But I do think that right now, this is just, to me personally, extremely on sale. Trading volume is up about 57.27%, but that is nothing too crazy overall. What I really want to show you guys is the statistics on the holder side of things. So first off, we have seen 66.7K holders now. This is continuing to go up and up and up every single day. I think that this is significant to say the least. Now, of course, yes, is there a lot of volume out of Casper? Is people selling? Sure. People are probably selling. They're probably waiting, for a lower price to buy in. It is down about 6.67%. Market cap down, about 3.71%. And of course, you guys do see the staking volume. I mean, here's, staking transactions versus, unstaking transactions. So, things are, for the most part, just kind of relaxed here. There's nothing too crazy going on in terms of staking volume, daily transfers, or anything like that. We do see some exchange, traffic. You see the inflows and outflows here. Again, nothing too crazy to, report on. I think everything is kind of, for the most part, sitting stable, except for the holders tab. We have been seeing the holders tab continuing to increase. I think that this is something very significant. I think that we should all be watching the holders tab, especially to note that more individuals are jumping in on Casper. If you guys do want to go check out more of these stats, you guys can go check out casperstats.io/stats. They also have a rich list so that you can compare yourself to other individuals. For an example, the number one holder here is about 1.8 billion. Casper, don't think that that is a typical individual. I think that that is something that is kind of locked away. Probably, something being held by Casper. I think that the actual number one holder here is most likely somewhere up here. I mean, who knows? I mean, you guys can see the amount here, the balance here. You guys can go check out the hashes and see the transactions and all that kind of stuff. But of course, with all of that in mind, I just wanted to show you guys real quick the holders tab and to show you guys that people are still holding Casper and people are still buying Casper as well. And for good measure, I mean, we are seeing a lot of updates within, of course, the Casper market. We actually see here from Meta Parlicker, WiseKey will secure physical goods via NFTs on Casper Network. WiseSat will ensure global connectivity independent of 5G. And here we have those physical NFTs. WiseArt trusted NFT tag, and of course NFC. Tap here. You guys can see this. Something very interesting when we are talking about physical NFTs. I think that this is something very, very cool. And of course, I've talked to you guys about WiseKey in the past. I think that WiseKey is such an incredible company, especially when we are talking about, them working with Casper. I think that this is so cool. I definitely think that guys should definitely, I just said definitely so many times, and I do apologize. I think that you guys should keep a close eye on WiseKey because they are doing a lot of big things, especially in the NFT scene, and of course with Casper. And of course, talking about Casper, we are seeing a ton of things within the NFT scene. For an example, D Music, WiseKey, even Meta Cask, and also IPWe, which I've talked to you guys about IPWe in the past as well. But we've seen this also come out. Now, this comes back from yesterday. Our partnership with the Arcadia group to build the first cross-chain bridge on Casper network is featured on CoinMarketCap. We're pleased to pioneer the push for blockchain interoperability on Casper. Now, if you guys did miss this article, don't worry, I'm here to read it for you. So there's a lot of things in here to really kind of discuss and talk about. For example, the Casper platform was built, by Ethereum developers, and the goal to accelerate the adoption of blockchain smart contracts and decentralized applications worldwide. Of course, we already know this. We know that Casper is more efficient than Ethereum. We've known this for a while now, but we do see here that this is going to be a cross-chain bridge on Casper. It's going to be something that is significant. We actually see Arcadia and Oracle will build a liquidity network layer for Casper network, which will enable users to move digital assets back and forth between Casper and Moonbeam, Polkadot, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Polygon, Phantom, and even Tomo Chain. This will be the first bridge ever to help Casper communicate with other chains. So this is actually fairly huge. And of course, Casper's future-proof architecture helps it solve the blockchain trilemma by offering security, scalability, and decentralization without compromising any of these fundamental elements. This is imperative for fostering a new era for Web3, and interoperability should also play a key role, but Casper has been quite isolated. Now, when we are talking about this, what are the benefits? Well, here you guys have. So the integration with Casper will give end users several benefits, such as enterprise-level security thanks to Casper's infrastructure and Oracle's MPC to security technology, fast transactions with higher block finality powered by Casper's POS algorithm called Highway, flexible operations are driven by Casper's correct by construction CBC specification, and then predictable transaction fees as well. This is very significant. I want you to all understand that this is very good for adoption as well. It's also very good for developers, those individuals who are also, basically integrating with Casper in general. I think that this is awesome. I think that when we are talking about this is a very big deal, especially from a developer standpoint. I want you to all realize that this is going to be very, very big, especially for something like, Casper. I think it's going to allow for the price action to increase a little bit. I want you to all realize the amount of money behind something like this. And if you don't know exactly the power behind something like this in terms of an announcement, here you have the DeFi infrastructure on Casper Network will be ready in a few weeks. Remember what happened to the price of Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche when they enabled DeFi on their networks. 2022 will be the year of Casper and Casperians. Now, with this in mind, when we are talking about a DeFi infrastructure going live on Casper Network, well, guess what? This is crucial for that. Decentralized finance definitely needs to work in a way where it is able to communicate and actually interconnect with other cross-chain technology. This is something that is very big in terms of connecting to other major blockchain technologies or just networks in general. So this is very cool. I think that when we are talking about communication from an interconnectivity area, this is key. Now, when we are talking about Solana, Cardano, and even Avalanche, yeah, I mean, they did have some major volume flowing in once they did release some major announcements. We can go back in time and really kind of look at this just real quick. I don't want to, spend too much time on this, but I do want to focus a little bit on it and just kind of show you guys basically what happened when they did release a lot of these major updates, or these updates, sorry. So let this load up a little bit. I know that CoinMarketCap is a little glitchy. So here is the 1 year span. Let's actually go to the all year or the all-time chart here. So of course, yes, I remember this trading at some, cents. It was like 3 cents back here in 2020. This is, of course, the March of 2020 crash. It was like around 2 to 3 cents. Kind of rode it out a little bit. I mean, if we're talking about going back to like, October, it was at like 10, 11 cents, somewhere around this range. Then it flew all the way to almost $3. Now, initially, it was not, a straight ride to $3 at all. Now, it was a little bumpy, as you guys do see. We hit about like $2.30. We had that summer crash, and then, of course, we went back up to like around $3. Very significant. Solana is something that is a little bit diverse in that way because, this was trading at about like $1, $2, somewhere around that range. Then it had that nice little ride all the way to the topping point of about almost $56. Then it had that summer, drop, and then we went all the way to $260. very significant as well. Just look at the market caps here. I mean, these are at the prices that are nowhere near all-time highs, of course, for a lot of these, but you do see the market cap potential here. I'm just saying, expect Casper to do similar moves if we do see a lot more major news announcements. And of course, this was trading at about like $3 or $3.33, ran all the way to about $55.30, dropped all the way back down to about like $10 roughly, and then we went all the way to $134 or 13x practically. So huge, amounts of money being made on a lot of these networks, and I do believe that Casper is going to deliver something very, very similar to this. Honestly, with everything that is being announced on Casper, I just don't see, massive price appreciation happening for Casper. I just see a huge year ahead for us. And of course, we do see our next couple things that coming to Casper Network presented by, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but he is the program manager at Casper Blockchain. And listen closely to this. His accent is very strong, so just try to listen closely. And yes, I did get tagged in this, so thank you for Rect Wojak for tagging me in this. But listen closely to this video.
Okay, so Piotr, tell us what you're building on Casper Network, or what is building right now on Casper Network.
Hey, it's pleasure. Yes, we currently are very busy. We are planning for 2.0 of Casper. It will happen this year. And as for the current developments, the most interesting things are the following. We are preparing the new framework where we will be constructing the private-public interaction between Casper blockchains. So this will let you to combine your existing infrastructure and run, let's say, privacy-sensitive stuff on your own closed infrastructure, and then send some messages to the public blockchain. We are working on the new NFT smart contract. So this will be a rewritten version of CP47. This will come with clean code, with better documentation, and most probably with new capabilities. We are working to release the promised Casper Tigers. So as you were observing us on Twitter, the campaign was very successful. Now it's time to mint these NFTs and to give them out to the community. Very exciting news about GeekCon Hackathon. So next month, we plan to start a new hackathon on gaming at Casper, and this will be led by our team. More details to follow. There will be a big conference in Poland that will be also available for you. So stay tuned. We will be sending this communication shortly. And also, what is very important, we are releasing new versions of our core software. So 1.4.5 and 1.5.0. Both of these versions will enable many new exciting features. And what is very important to mention, we are testing this with our partners who are building the products on Casper, namely the DEXs and swaps bridges. So stay tuned. They are working together with us to make sure that everything will be aligned and will be using the capabilities that we are offering on our platform. Thanks.
And the big thing is Casper 2.0. There is so much here. There is so many things coming to this entire network. NFTs, bridges, I mean, DeFi. There's so much to look forward to. I want you to all realize the amount of things coming to Casper in just this year alone. He said, Casper 2.0, this year alone. Casper right now is roughly around 7 cents. A 10x from here, let's actually look at it. So a 10x from here would be about 68 cents, almost 69 cents. Gotta love that. But overall, yes, it's almost like 69 cents. And when we are talking about these levels, yes, I think that these levels will easily be reached. Easy 10x opportunity, in my opinion, especially if we are talking about a almost $8 billion market cap. That is absolutely nothing in this space, especially for something like this. I think that Casper is such a big giant that everyone is overlooking. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.